Open up a piano and let's play So So Good by Phil Weekend, Brandon Lake and Elevation Worship.
This is my story, I'll testify. The blessings on blessings you poured on my life. When I start remembering how good you've been, yeah.
Alright, let's get started. Now first, I will show you the key of this song and which black keys we will be using. This one is the key of D major, which means I have a total of 2 black keys that's going to come up. So I have an F sharp and C sharp. You will be able to see these black keys coming up during the chords later on. There's a total of 7 chords for this song. The first chord we have a D major, where my right hand is going to put 1 step up from middle C. Now this middle C, 1 step up from middle C is a D. I'm going to put my finger 1 over here, finger 3 on F sharp, and then finger 5 on A. As for my left hand, I'm going to go down 2 octaves. Now this is my D major chord in the root position. Next chord, I have a B minor, where I'm going to maintain my thumb on D, finger 3 still on F sharp, and then our finger 5, we're going to stretch up to B. Okay, as for my left hand, I'm going to go up to B. Now this is our B minor in the first inversion. Next chord, we have the G major, where my thumb remains on D, finger 3 shift up to G, and finger 5 remain on the B that you have played just now during the B minor. As for my left hand, I can activate finger number 2 on G. Now this is our G major in the second inversion. Next chord, I have a E minor, where I'm going to shift it up to E, G, B. Now this is a pretty straightforward. This is a root position. Left hand finger 4 on E. This is a E minor, a simple one in the root position. Next chord, I have a A major, where I'm going to shift my thumb down to C sharp, finger 2 on E, finger 5 on A. As for my left hand, I'm going to activate thumb on A. Now this is our A major chord in the first inversion. I have 2 more chords. The next one, you have a D over F sharp, where our right hand go back to a D major, D, F sharp, A, where we have learned previously. However, D over F sharp, meaning I'm going to have our left hand on F sharp instead of the D. Okay, so this is how the D sounds like, and then this is a D over F sharp sounds like. And lastly, we have an F sharp minor, where our thumb goes down to C sharp, finger 3 still on F sharp, finger 5 on A. As for my left hand on F sharp, now this is a F sharp minor chord in the second inversion. Here are all the chords you need for this song. Take a moment to pause and practice switching between them until it feels smooth for your playing. If you would like to understand the formula behind major and minor chords, be sure to check out my piano chords video, link below. And if you would like a printable version of this chord sheet, I have prepared it as part of my resources for every of my tutorial on Patreon to take your learning further, so do check it out as well. Before we add any playing patterns, if you are a beginner, I recommend bringing up the chord sheet and just playing each chord once for every change while you sing along with the song. Now this will help you get used to the words and the exact spots where the chord switches. So here's a quick example of how that looks. This is my story, I testify, the blessings on blessings you pour on my life. When I start remembering how good you've been. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. This was just a short example, but you will want to practice this for the entire song and make sure you know exactly where the chord changes happen. I've made the full chord sheet available on my Patreon for download and printing, and I'm gonna leave the link in the description box below. So once you're comfortable with the chord changes, you know where to put your fingers, we can start adding the different patterns for this song. Alright, let's start with our verse 1 slowly. Now our playing pattern for our verse is gonna be a both, right, right, and right. Okay, we're gonna keep it simple. Okay, so for verse 1, the first chord, we have a D major full bar. This is my story. D major chord again. I testify. The still D major. Blessings on blessings you. D major again. Pour on my life. When B minor. I start remembering. G major. How good you've. D major chord again. Been. One more time on D. And we go D again. Fear turns to worship. Still on D. Tears turn to praise. D chord. chains of depression, D chord, broken by grace. When B minor, I start remembering, G major, how good you have, D major chord, been. D again. So let's play verse 1 smoothly. Ready? 1, 2, 1, 2, and we go. This is my story. I testify the blessings on blessings you poured on my life. When I start remembering, G, how good you've been. D again. Fear turns to worship, D. Turns to praise, D. Chains of depression, broken by grace, B minor. When I start remembering, G, how good you've been, D. D again. Yeah, you've been. Let's move on to our chorus right now. However, for our first chorus, it's only 2 lines where we're going to hold the chord, no pattern at all. The first chord, we have a B minor. You have you've been. Just hold on B minor. So. Hold on G chord. So good. D chord. To me. D again. Hold on D. Yeah, you've been. B minor. So. Half a bar of G. So. Half a bar of E minor. Good. And D chord. To me. D again. 2, 3, 4. Okay, so you realize that for my every chord I hold a 4 count. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. However, for my half chord for G and E minor, we're just going to hold 2 counts and 2 counts. So let's try chorus smoothly. 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, you've been so good to me. 3D again. You've been so half bar, so good to me. D again. 2, 3, 4. Okay? So let's move on to our verse 2, where we're gonna do it slowly again with the playing pattern. Both right, and right. Okay, the first chord, D major chord, enemies, weapons, G chord, fall to the ground. D chord again, armies of heaven, D chord, always surround. When B minor, I start remembering, G major chord, how you, D chord, carried my cross, D chord, called me by name, A major new chord, love me like I was. But half a bar A, you didn't. Half a bar of D over F sharp, leave me that. G chord, full bar, way, was dead, now I. Half a bar of G, leave, yeah. Half a bar of E minor, that's what you. One bar of D, D. G chord again, 2, 3, 4. So let's try verse 2 smoothly. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. The enemy's weapons fall to the ground. Armies of heaven always surround. When I start remembering how you carried my cross, call me by name, and A, love me like I was. But you didn't leave me that way. Was dead, now I live. Yeah, that's what you did. D again. Yeah, you've been. Then after this, we move on to our chorus 2. Okay, so for my chorus 2, it's the extended version of chorus 1. For my playing pattern, it's going to be a both, right, and right for a full bar. However, I have half bar coming out. For half bar, like a G and an E minor, is going to be a both, right, left. That's all. E minor, both, right, left. Okay? So let's try chorus 2 slowly. Yeah, you've been so G chord, so good to D chord, me. G chord again. Yeah, you've been. B minor, so, 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 so. Half about G, so, so. Half about E minor, good. G chord full bar, to me. G chord again. From morning to B minor, night. The lows and the G major, highs. I look back on G chord, my life and all that I. F sharp minor, C. Oh, you've been. B minor, so, 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 so. Half about G, so, so. Half about E minor, good, to D major chord, to me. D again. Alright, let's try chorus 2 smoothly. 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, you've been so, 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 so good to me. D again. Yeah, you've been so, 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 so good to me. From morning to night, the lows and the highs. I look back on my life and all that I see. Yo, you've been so, 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 so good to me. D again, both right, left and right. Next we move on to our instrumental where we're just going to hold the chord, and you realize for our G major, we're going to hold 1, 2, 3, 4, and it flows to the next bar 1 and 2. Means a 4 plus a 2, we're going to hold a 6 counts for our G. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 more counts coming out on the 7 and the 8. We're going to have a B minor. 7, 8. And then we're going to move down to A major where we're going to have 6 counts again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Last 2 beats, we're going to have a D over F sharp. Okay, so if we put it together, it's going to be a 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. B minor and A. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. D over F sharp again. G. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. B minor A. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. D over F sharp. Hold. Alright, so this is the instrumental. Optional for you to add it in, but if you can, I welcome you to do it so. Next, we move on to our bridge. When I say God is good, you say all the time. We're going to keep it to the same pattern as our chorus. The playing pattern is going to be a bow, right, left, right, and right. Okay, so that is for our bridge pattern. So let's do it slowly. We have a G chord. When I say God is good, half a bar coming out is a bow and right, left. You say B minor, half a bar, all the time. And I have an A. When I say all the time, half a bar A. You say half a bar D over F sharp. God is good. We charm around and G. When I say God is good, half a bar G. You say half a bar B minor all the time. A. When I say all the time, half a bar A. You say half a bar D over F sharp. God is good. Okay, so let's try the bridge smoothly. 1, 2, 1, 2, G full bar. When I say God is good, you say all the time. When I say all the time, you say God is good. When I say God is good, you say all the time. When I say all the time, you say God is good. Okay, so it keeps repeating for a good 3 times for the original song. So yeah, you feel free to repeat that when you are jamming together with the song. And lastly, we move on to our chorus 3 where we're going to keep it to the same pattern. Both, right, left, right, and right. For a full bar, half bar coming out at the last line, we have a half a bar of G, both, right, left, and an E minor, both, right, left. Okay, so that's for half a bar. Okay, so let's go chorus slowly. We have a D, so, 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 so. D again, so, so good. Still on D, to me. D again. You've been Still on D 4 times. So, 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 so. D chord. So, so good. D chord. To me. G chord again. From morning to B minor, night, the lows and the G major highs. I look back on D major, my life and all that I. F sharp minor, C. From morning to B minor again, night, the lows and the G chord highs. I look back on D major, my life and all that I. F sharp minor, C. Okay, so for this part, there's a repetitive for a few times during the original song. Let's move on to our last line. Oh, you've been B minor, so, 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 so. G major, half a bar, so, so. Half a bar E minor, good. One bar D to me. And the last chord D again. Right, left, right, and right. Okay, so let's try our chorus 3 smoothly. Ready? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So, 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 so good to me. D again. You've been so, 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 so good to me. D again. From morning to night, the lows and the highs. I look back on my life and all that I see. Oh, you've been so, 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 so good to me. D again. And this marks the end of our tutorial. Great work today! Now every time you practice, you are getting better and more confident at the piano. If you would like the extra support, I prepared resources like chord sheets, diagrams on my Patreon page to guide your learning further. My next video will be a practice track for this song, so be sure to check that out and practice together with me. And if you enjoyed this lesson, don't forget to like and subscribe and share so you won't miss what's coming next. Now keep learning, have fun. In the meantime, I'll see you in the next video. Hi there, thanks for watching. Hope this tutorial added value to your music journey. Now put what you have learned into practice with our practice jamming track video link above. If you enjoy this content, please like and subscribe for more music tutorials. We'll see you in the next video and we'll continue to make music and learn together.